Well, the story of Bonnie and Bloke might be interesting for some people. I work as a nurse, and I'm still working as a nurse, and Catherine was my trainee. We had night shift, and I had one of these guitar magazines lying around with sheet music. They always got tests and articles about musicians and lots of sheet music, and I can't read sheet music. And Kati passed it, and all of a sudden she started to hum a melody, and I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Well, I'm humming the melody that's written down there." And I said, "You what? You can read sheet music?" And she said, "I should, because I play in the violin in the classical orchestra, but I'm fed up with it because I don't want to smile when the conductor tells me to." And I said, "Well, I do this sort of guitar folk thing there. Would you like to go for a rehearsal and have a cup of coffee and rehearse a bit? Maybe something fits or there's going to be fun." She agreed, and all of a sudden it happened that our voices really sounded good enough, we thought. And so we kept on rehearsing, we kept on doing things, and wrote one or the other song. 3 months after that, we had our first live show, and it was a horrible night, really. I can remember 15 or 20 people standing in the audience, and nobody seemed to be interested in whatever we did. We only had 30 minutes. They were the longest 30 minutes in my life. I can remember that. Lots of stage fright. And but things kept on developing very well, and so we went on writing our own songs, doing shows, even longer shows. And we went into the studio and recording our own stuff, put it on a CD which is called All Scottish Man. And all of a sudden Peter Fabian came up. I knew him before as a guitar player, and he came up and said, "Look, I'm not good enough for playing the guitar, but what do you think? I can play some drums." And we gave him a go, and it happened that there was even more fun. So yeah, let's see what's coming up next. What we wanted is a name that really would describe us best, and we have chosen Bonnie and Bloke because the abbreviation to B&B is common and well known to every German tourist that goes to Scotland or to Britain. And we wanted a name that really describes us best. So the Beauty and the Beast wasn't really the one to take, and Bonnie and Clyde wasn't really good. So we just shortened it all down to B&B and Bonnie and Bloke. We do play a bit of folk music, we do play a bit of rock music. We have one or the other classical track in there. Basically, we do play the music that we would like to hear from a band on stage. A bit rocking, nicely going, and yeah, that's what the music is like, really. If people ask what is special about Bonnie and Bloke, then I'd certainly answer that the choirs and the voices really work out well. And then there's the certain mix of styles, musical styles that we have. We're a bit rocky, we're a bit folky, we're a bit classical. And you probably wouldn't expect old traditional Scottish or British folk songs in the way we perform them. Then there's the show. There's no problem to have really good light and really good fog. Maybe later on some pyrotechnics in the show, so why not? A live show always is a very special thing for us, and we try to make it very special, a very special evening for the audience, because as long as the audience show up, they get in the car, they go and buy the tickets, they come to the show, and sometimes it's an open air and it starts raining, and they stay there and they listen to the music, so they just deserve the best possible performance one could give. And yeah, go out there and entertain them. That's what the main goal behind Bonnie and Bloke is. And a good song should have an entertaining refrain. It should have a good melody to sing along with. Like, for example, in All Scottish Man, eh oh, eh oh. I like especially that line. It's something that really is Bonnie and Bloke. Then we've got one or the other song that might sound a bit like the old Queen things with the choirs, especially on the CD when you have all the studio goodies to multiply the voices. And It's really lots of fun. It's lots of fun to perform and lots of fun to listen to. I really hope that people enjoy what we do. Well, when we not rehearse, then when Kati and me were both motorbike nuts, especially like the long runs. And as far as I know, you won't get Peter out of his garden shed and out of his garden. That makes him really British, I think. Before a show, stage fright is the main thing that really makes everything difficult for me personally. Kati appears as more on the cool side, and Peter is doing all right, but stage fright for me really makes me sick all over the place sometimes. My hands shaky, and I run around everywhere making everybody nervous. Markus, who was doing the technical side of the music, told me off the stage once and said, "Why don't you just nuff off, go to the bar and have a drink, I can't work when you're around." I mean, it got better, but it's really, stage fright is the thing that really slows me down. Maybe it shows a bit of respect for the audience. Everybody's got these habits before we go out. Peter keeps on drumming on everything that's lying around. Kati usually starts giggling and singing. And I'm the one who annoys everybody with asking, "Look, are we going to be all right? Are we going to have fun? Are the audience going to be all right?" And Kati always says, "Oh, not again." Yeah. Well, our plans about our future. It would be really nice to become sort of part of the furniture in some folk or singer-songwriter scene. There is a development, and nobody really knows where it's going to end. When we started out years ago, then all the equipment would fit into the trunk of a small car. We only had a guitar, a violin, and some amplifier. And these days we've got 2 estate cars and a trailer, which is packed full. So it develops. Sometimes I wonder what's coming next. Maybe we need a night liner. No, certainly not. As long as people come to the shows, there's no reason to stop. I mean, there's still so many songs to be written, and there's still so many songs to be covered. So no chance, you won't get rid of us so soon. We see what's coming up next, and that is the story of Bonnie and Cloak till now.